I'm Dr. ASIM, and if you've been looking in the mirror, wondering why your waist seems larger than it used to, even though your weight hasn't changed very much, I want you to hear this. You're not imagining it, and you're certainly not alone. Many people over the age of 50 notice that stubborn belly fat becomes harder to lose with each passing year. What worries many of my patients even more is that this fat isn't just changing how their clothes fit. It's changing what is happening deep inside the body. Today, I want to help you understand the fastest science-backed way to shrink visceral fat, the dangerous fat that surrounds your organs. The good news is that your body is not working against you. Your body is adapting to age, hormones, and lifestyle, and once you understand those changes, you can begin working with your body instead of fighting it. One of the biggest mistakes I see is that people spend months chasing quick fixes. They skip meals, buy expensive supplements, or force themselves through exhausting workouts that leave them sore and discouraged. Then they blame themselves when the belly fat refuses to disappear. I don't want that to happen to you. In a moment, I'll show you why visceral fat behaves differently from the fat you can pinch under your skin. And in the next part, I'm going to explain the surprising daily habit that has one of the strongest effects on shrinking this harmful fat without requiring hours in the gym. Once you understand this difference, many confusing health messages will suddenly make much more sense. I also want you to hear something that many people never hear from their doctor. A growing waistline is not always a sign that you've become lazy or weak. This is your body communicating, not failing. As we grow older, our metabolism naturally changes. Muscle mass slowly decreases if we don't actively protect it. Hormones shift. Blood vessels become less flexible. The nervous system responds differently to stress. Even sleep changes can influence where fat is stored. All of these changes can encourage your body to place more fat deep inside the abdomen, around the liver, pancreas, intestines, and other vital organs. That deep abdominal fat is called visceral fat, and it deserves our attention because it behaves differently from the fat just beneath the skin. Visceral fat is biologically active. It releases inflammatory chemicals that travel throughout your bloodstream. Over time, these chemicals can interfere with how your body responds to insulin, making it harder to control blood sugar. They can contribute to high blood pressure by affecting blood vessels and the nervous system. They may increase cholesterol problems, place extra stress on the heart, and even influence brain health. This is why someone can look only slightly overweight but still carry a high amount of dangerous visceral fat. The encouraging news is that visceral fat often responds surprisingly well to healthy changes. In fact, research has shown that visceral fat can decrease before you notice dramatic changes on the bathroom scale. That means your body may already be becoming healthier inside, even if your clothes still fit the same. I always remind my patients not to become discouraged if they don't immediately see a flatter stomach. The improvements happening around your organs are often the most important ones because they reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and allow the body to use energy more efficiently. Your circulation plays a much bigger role than many people realize. Every organ depends on healthy blood flow to receive oxygen and nutrients. When visceral fat increases, inflammation can make blood vessels less responsive and place additional strain on the cardiovascular system. The nervous system also becomes involved. Chronic stress can keep stress hormones elevated, encouraging the body to store even more fat around the abdomen. This creates a cycle that leaves many people feeling tired, hungry, and frustrated despite their best efforts. But cycles can be broken. Small, consistent improvements in movement, sleep, nutrition, and stress management gradually help restore healthier communication between your brain, hormones, blood vessels, and metabolism. Another important reason not to lose hope is that age does not eliminate your body's ability to heal. I have cared for patients in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s who made steady lifestyle changes and saw remarkable improvements in blood pressure, blood sugar, energy levels, and waist measurements. They didn't become marathon runners or follow impossible diets. Instead, they learned how their bodies had changed and adjusted their daily habits accordingly. That's the approach I want you to take. Progress is not about perfection. It is about giving your body the signals it needs to reduce inflammation, improve circulation, preserve muscle, and gradually release the harmful fat surrounding your organs. Comment below and tell me your age and what health concern worries you most right now. Now that you understand why visceral fat is different, let's talk about the fastest science-backed way to begin shrinking it. Many people expect me to name a special food or a miracle supplement, but the truth is much simpler. One of the most effective ways to reduce visceral fat is to help your body become more sensitive to insulin again. Insulin is a hormone that helps move sugar from your bloodstream into your cells, where it can be used for energy. As we age, our bodies can become less responsive to insulin, especially if we spend long hours sitting, eat large portions of refined carbohydrates, or sleep poorly. When that happens, the body is more likely to store excess energy as visceral fat. I want you to hear this because it surprises many people. You do not have to exercise for 2 hours every day to improve insulin sensitivity. In a moment, I'll show you why a simple habit after meals can have a powerful effect on your metabolism, and in the next part, I'm going to explain why preserving your muscles may be even more important than losing weight itself. These small changes work together, gently encouraging your body to burn stored fat instead of constantly adding to it. One of the easiest habits you can start today is taking a comfortable walk after eating. It doesn't need to be fast, and it doesn't need to leave you out of breath. Even a gentle walk of 10 to 20 minutes encourages your muscles to use glucose from your bloodstream. Your muscles act like a natural storage system for energy. When they are active, they help reduce the amount of sugar circulating in your blood. Over time, this helps insulin work more effectively, making it easier for your body to access stored fat for energy instead of continuing to store it around your organs. This is especially important for older adults because long periods of sitting send a different message to the body. They tell your metabolism that very little energy is needed. Blood circulation slows, muscles become less active, and blood sugar remains elevated for longer after meals. None of this happens because your body is broken. You're not weak. Your body is adapting to the signals it receives every day. The wonderful thing is that it also responds when those signals begin to change. Another powerful strategy involves the quality of the food you eat rather than simply eating less. Meals that include lean protein, vegetables rich in fiber, healthy fats, and whole grains tend to keep blood sugar steadier than meals filled with sugary drinks, sweets, or refined flour. Stable blood sugar means fewer sharp insulin spikes, and over weeks and months, that creates an environment where visceral fat is less likely to accumulate. Protein deserves special attention as we get older. Many seniors unknowingly eat far less protein than their bodies need. Protein helps preserve muscle tissue, and muscle is one of your greatest allies in fighting visceral fat. The more healthy muscle you maintain, the more efficiently your body uses energy throughout the day, even while you're resting. That's one reason why two people of the same age and weight can have very different metabolic health. The person with stronger muscles often has better blood sugar control, healthier circulation, and less visceral fat. Sleep is another piece of the puzzle that many people overlook. If you regularly sleep only 5 or 6 hours, your body produces more stress hormones and hunger hormones while reducing the hormones that help you feel satisfied after eating. This combination can increase cravings, encourage overeating, and promote fat storage around the abdomen. Improving sleep is not just about feeling rested, it is part of protecting your metabolism, your heart, and your brain. Stress also deserves our attention. When you're constantly worried, lonely, or overwhelmed, your nervous system remains on high alert. Stress hormones like cortisol stay elevated for longer periods, and over time, this can contribute to increased visceral fat. That doesn't mean stress alone causes belly fat, but it does mean calming your nervous system can support the healthy habits you're building. Simple breathing exercises, time outdoors, meaningful conversations, prayer, meditation, or quiet moments of relaxation all help send reassuring signals to your brain that your body is safe. When your nervous system feels more balanced, your body is better able to regulate appetite, blood pressure, and metabolism. The most encouraging part is that these changes reinforce one another. A short walk improves blood sugar. Better blood sugar supports healthier sleep. Better sleep reduces cravings. More protein protects muscle. Stronger muscles improve insulin sensitivity. Healthier circulation delivers oxygen and nutrients more efficiently throughout your body. Step by step, your body begins moving away from storing dangerous visceral fat and toward a healthier, more resilient state. None of this happens overnight, but it happens far more reliably than chasing the latest fad diet or miracle product. Tell me in the comments which healthy habit you're going to start with today. As we come to the end of our conversation, I want to leave you with one message that I hope stays with you long after this video is over. Visceral fat is not something you have to fear forever. It is something you can influence, one decision at a time. Your age does not prevent your body from becoming healthier. In fact, your body continues to respond to positive habits throughout your life. Every balanced meal, every short walk, every good night's sleep, and every effort to stay active sends a powerful message to your heart, your muscles, your blood vessels, and your metabolism that it is time to heal. Many people believe they have waited too long. They tell me, "Doctor, I'm already in my 60s," or "I'm already in my 70s. Isn't it too late?" My answer is almost always the same. It is never too late to improve the way your body functions. I have seen blood pressure become easier to control. I have seen blood sugar improve. I have seen people regain energy they thought was gone forever. I have watched patients climb stairs more comfortably, enjoy time with their grandchildren, and wake up with more confidence simply because they stayed consistent with small, sustainable changes. Remember, your goal is not to become the person you were at 25. Your goal is to become the healthiest version of yourself today. Comparing yourself with your younger years only creates frustration. Comparing yourself with the person you were last month creates hope. If you can walk a little farther than before, if your waist begins to shrink by even a small amount, if your blood pressure becomes more stable, or if you simply feel less tired during the day, those are meaningful victories. Those are signs that your body is responding. I also want you to treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer someone you love. Many older adults carry guilt about their health. They blame themselves for every pound they gained or every unhealthy habit they developed over the years. But guilt rarely creates lasting change. Understanding does. Compassion does. Consistency does. This is your body communicating, not failing. It has carried you through decades of work, family responsibilities, stress, illness, and countless challenges. Now it needs your patience, your attention, and your care. As your circulation improves, your organs receive better nourishment. As your muscles become stronger, everyday tasks become easier. As inflammation decreases, your heart, brain, joints, and blood vessels all benefit. These changes may seem small from one day to the next, but over months, they can add up to a remarkable transformation. Science consistently shows that steady lifestyle improvements reduce the harmful effects of visceral fat far more effectively than extreme diets that are impossible to maintain. So don't wait for the perfect Monday, the perfect diet, or the perfect motivation. Begin with the next meal. Take the next walk. Drink the next glass of water. Choose the next early bedtime. Protect your muscles with nourishing food and regular movement. Those simple actions, repeated day after day, become the foundation of better health. They help your nervous system become more balanced, improve your circulation, support healthy blood pressure, and gradually reduce the dangerous fat hidden deep inside your abdomen. Most importantly, believe that your efforts matter. Your body is listening to every healthy choice you make. It may not respond as quickly as it did decades ago, but it is still capable of adapting, recovering, and becoming stronger. You deserve to enjoy your later years with more energy, greater confidence, and the freedom to do the things that bring you joy. That journey begins with the small decisions you make today, and I truly believe you are capable of making them. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and let me know in the comments your age and the one healthy habit you're committed to starting today.